Everybody doing it. This is ESPN with the new sport analyst, Coach Zoe. And I have here two players. One, I have James Cummings, a JV player, and two over my left side, I have Romeo Blackshire. So I'm gonna start with James Cummings here. James, how's the season going so far?
It's been all right so far. We took one loss early on in the season, but we learned from it, and we've been getting better and better each game.
What was that one loss came from? Was it lack of defense or sorry offense? Just tell me what
I
it
had
was.
to say lack of defense because pretty much two players beat us because one player had 29, one player had 28. They combined for 57.
So you tell me y'all didn't have any certain strategy defense
Oh,
to go against those two guys?
we tried to get the 2-3, but pretty much he was just splitting between it, and we wasn't helping on defense, and he was just scoring.
Okay. You talk to this Romeo. How many games have you guys lost so far?
One game.
One game. Who was that one game to?
Union.
Union. What was the strategy on that one? How did y'all lose that? Like offense, defense, or just no effort at all?
Like a defense. It was my fault because I had 0 points in the first and second quarter. You feel me? And I averaged 19 points. Wish I did drop 19 points, but it was too late. Nah, yeah.
So you more of an I instead of team guy?
No, I'm saying though, like it was my fault because I wasn't doing it in the first and second quarter. Yeah, and I want to get back on defense and all that.
So it's more of a lack of defense on the
Yeah.
team, whole team thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jay, let me tell you this. You're sophomore, right?
Yeah, so
Okay. So do you plan on going to the varsity at the end of the season or a little bit before the end of the season?
well, I'm gonna finish my JV season, and I should be ready by playoffs.
Oh, okay. So do you have a real high confidence out there when you playing ball?
Yeah, I put it in my mind every time I go out on the court. I'm gonna give it my all.
Y'all. But now let me ask you this, because I know a lot of players don't do it at practice at all. When you go to practice, do you be a real leader at practice, or do you just be like a sometime leader, joke around with the rest of the guys, then get serious again? What kind of leader are you?
Pretty much, like I get stuff into order, but sometimes I have my days and I ain't that serious, or I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay. What about you, Romeo? Same kind of question for you. What kind of leader are you?
I joke around sometimes though, but not all the time though. Sometimes you gotta be serious.
So who is your next toughest game coming up?
Union.
Union.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys' next toughest game is who?
I say Ben Harbor.
Ben Harbor. You say Union. Why would you say Ben Harbor other than all the other teams?
Because last year, my freshman year, when I played JV, it was a tough game from the beginning to the end. We ended up pulling it off by 1 point.
So this year they come here or you go there?
We go there.
You go there. So you already have your good strategy ready for these guys coming up?
Yeah, I already know what to expect, so I got to come with it.
Okay.
We got to come with it as a team.
Oh, okay. Team. Okay, I like that word. Now, what about you, Rome? Since you say Union's your toughest opponent, how you gonna go about this game this time around?
Come out hard in the first and second quarter, and get back on defense. And yeah.
Okay. So say like the team is struggling on the defensive end. How you gonna bring your intensity to pick up the rest of the team and get the guys playing with?
Play hard defense, and if they see I'm getting steals, then they pick up on defense, and they start getting steals too.
So more like they just feed off of what you do. After you get something going, then the guys will come
Yeah.
after you and everything like that.
Yeah, they get it. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that seems like pretty good. Now,
Judy, do you guys see a Leah Tramelin now?
I want to ask you about coming up for the varsity games. You know, they got a game coming up tomorrow. How y'all think they doing so far?
Oh yeah, they doing good.
I feel like they doing that thing. I mean, they 8-1. They've been playing pretty good teams. They just beat an undefeated team Friday.
Yeah, they could have beat Battle Creek, but I think they was half asleep. I don't know what was going on in that game. Battle Creek wasn't even good. They're supposed to be 8-0 right now. 9-0.
Okay.
Give a shout out to Kari Brown though. He been doing this thing as a sophomore.
Now, let me ask you this before you do all the shout out stuff. Now, when y'all see this varsity play every game, do you two guys pick up like different strategies and what I can do to be a a better ball player? Did y'all pick up from these guys?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot.
In certain ways,
Yeah,
not
certain
everything. In certain ways.
Certain ways.
Mm-hmm. How to break down the defense and all that.
Now, from the varsity standpoint, they got is it correct? 2 seniors, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, or is it 2.5?
It's two.
2. Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Now, with these 2 seniors, let's start with number 3. Okay, what do y'all see in this guy that he got to do for this team to win a championship?
But he show a lot of leadership, you feel me? And he not selfish. Like he don't just think about himself. You feel me? He in it for the whole team. He ain't in it for himself.
Okay, what you think about number 3?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Now let's talk about number 1 from the varsity. Now, what do you guys think about him? Because he's also a senior. So what y'all think that he got going on?
Defense.
He got some stuff to work on mentally.
Mental.
Yeah, but far as his ability to play, he doing good.
Okay. Now I was an eyewitness. I seen him play 2 different games. Seen one game they called some bad calls on him, and he just ignored and went down court. The last time I seen him, he was in the other game and they called some. He started reacting. I think he even heard a cuss word on once out there on the court. I don't think that's a good thing because, as I know, the JV boys had a player get a tick cussing on the court, and you know. When players do bad things, I also want to talk about that one too. How do your coach discipline you once you start doing stuff that you ain't supposed to do on the court?
I mean, I feel like you should get a fair warning first. Even though you know not to do it, you still should get a warning. But after that, that's when they come into practice. You probably have to do some extra running or something. Have to sit out some time in the game or something.
Almost like a Bobby Knight type of thing going on there. You're too young for that one. What about you? What do your coach do to discipline you guys?
Make us run 10s in practice and sit us out a couple of minutes in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do he sit you out 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, or what?
It depends on how you keep talking back to him. We sit you out 1 quarter or 2 quarters. Or he might sit you out the whole game.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna say with my strategy, what I do is I sit people out for the whole game. You know, I don't care who you are. You know, you just say something crazy, I'm gonna sit you down. So I'm making sure that you know who's boss and who's running what. Now, also another guy I want to talk about was 2 more cats that I want to talk about from varsity. I want to talk about some Jaleel Trotter. I wanted to talk about him a little bit. What number is he?
0.
Number 0. Okay, well, Jaleel Trotter, come join us over here, please, my brother. I want to shake your hand. Okay, I have here Jaleel Trotter, and I have Dakari Brown, another varsity player. All right, here I got Jaleel Trotter and Dakari Brown. Nice hairstyle, by the way. We'll start with Jaleel Trotter here. What is your role on this 2015-2016 Muskegon Heights varsity?
Defense, man.
Defense.
Yeah.
So no offense, nothing, just straight defense, huh?
Yeah, I got offense too, but first defense win games though.
Oh, okay. That also require you getting water too for the team?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that?
No.
Oh, okay. Just a question. What about you, Carl? What is your role on this team, man?
I'm a young player, but I try to do big things for the team and to help. Anything that goes through it, tell me to do, like I do it. With no talking back and nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, when you played last year, did you do any talking back to your old coaches last year?
I mean, yeah, I did, but I had to change.
Oh, so you changed your ways as you grew up, huh?
Yeah,
Because you are a sophomore, correct?
Yeah, because I see when you talk back to your coach, it mess up your game.
Oh, yeah, it mess up big time. I've been trying to tell a lot of players, you know, when you start messing up and start getting frustrated and all this and that, it throws your whole game off. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I want to ask Mr. Trot over here. Now, do you guys switch your starting lineup every game, or it just stays the same?
Depends on how you come to practice.
Depends on how you come to practice. So that means you have to bring you 110% every practice, right?
Every practice we stack, so it ain't gonna never be an easy practice from the big man to the guard play.
Okay. So if he have you guarding the 5-man, would you be able to handle that just for a short period of time?
You gotta show him what you gotta do.
Okay, I like that. Confidence in you, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kari Brown. So we know you're a sophomore, and about a year or two, this will be your team as a senior. So how are you already taking some notes from the seniors that's there already to prepare yourself to be a senior when you come?
I mean, I know we got 2 seniors on our team right now. I would like to try to be better than them seniors that we got right now when I become a senior.
Okay. Now, I hear a lot about the Jones boys. You know, Anthony Jones, number 2. I mean, no, he's number 4, right? Anthony Jones, number 4, and Antoine Jones, number 2.
Yeah, that boy Antoine be hooping.
He be hooping.
Yes.
Who you think be hooping out of these 2?
I think both of them be
Both of
hooping.
the twins go crazy.
You think so? If it was up to you, last shot, who would you get a ball to?
I give it to Antoine.
Antoine. Last shot, who would you give it to?
I'm going Aunt Baby.
You going with Aunt Baby? Okay, 1-1. Now let's talk about this other cat, Joe Moore III.
Smoking Joe Blow.
Now that's one of my favorite guys. I like his game, how he plays. What y'all think this guy brings to the table when he plays?
I mean, he a big rebounder. Can't nobody out rebound him. It don't matter how big you is, how tall you is. He's still gonna out rebound you.
Okay, so this guy can play big man at what, 6'1", 6'2", somewhere around that.
He about 6'2".
6'2".
He out rebounding 6'7" people. Like when we played Detroit Southfield, he was out rebounding.
Yeah, because I know we small this year, so I know it's all 5. How many guys in there got the all rebound, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about you, man? What you think about Joe Moore III?
Man, he can shoot the blood on him, but you gotta learn how to put the ball on the ground.
Got to put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Now I remember seeing some of his film from last year. He was putting the ball on the ground. He was taking it to the hole. He was taking it in and out.
Yeah, but it changed on varsity.
The speed got a little bit faster
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like these answers here. Well, that's all the time we have here from Coach Zoe and a couple of players from the Muskegon Heights varsity basketball squad. We'll get back with y'all again on the next episode of ESPN with Coach Zoe.